Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. I'm Yolanda and this is Fit by 50. This is my weekly food prep and check-in video for the week of January 21st, 2018. I will be doing my measurements and posting them on the video as well as the website. I will have a link in the description box below. And also some of the ideas that I will be prepping this week is going to be for myself and my entire family. So I will be doing breakfast, I will be doing snacks, I will be doing lunches, and I will be doing dinners. And what we have on the menu this week is going to be beans, chicken, fish, and stuffed peppers, which is what we're having tonight. And what I'm going to do is cook the meals so there's enough for 2 nights for all of us. So today I will be cooking stuffed peppers, and there will be enough for today and tomorrow. So that's how we'll do it basically throughout the entire week. And this is from Sunday to Friday because, as you guys know, Saturday is my cheat days and the days that we normally either go out to eat or order in or whatever the case may be. So this is a 6-day meal preparation video, and hopefully you guys will be able to follow along. And in this particular week, I am doing something a little bit different, or adding something that I did not have last week. I am adding probiotics to the plan, as well as turmeric and a B complex supplement, as well as a multivitamin. So I will be adding those to the plan as well. And as I go along, if I can think of anything else that I'm adding that I have not spoken here in the beginning of this video, I will go ahead and add it as we go along. So some things to update you on from last week. Last week was not nearly as successful as I would have liked. I started the first day with the Daily Burn, and it's called Daily Burn for a reason. I think I did it for about a good 10 minutes, and I was so sore and so burned out and so tired. Yes, I'm very out of shape. And I told myself what I was going to do was do 10 minutes in different sets intervals. So I would do 10 minutes, maybe that first 10 minutes that I had done, and maybe 2 hours, every 2 hours do a different, another 10 minutes until I can build up my stamina. Well, that didn't happen. It ended up snowing, and almost the entire week, with the exception of 2 days, became a snow week, which means the children were not in school, which means Little Bit was home all week, vying for Grandma's attention. So I had to make activities for her, and I see now, what's the word I'm looking for? Not subliminally. You know how you go along and you do things and you forget about yourself because you're busy taking care of your family, and you don't really see it until it's pointed out to you. But I actually got to see firsthand how it's so easy to put off taking care of yourself so that you're taking care of the other people that you love and care about. So needless to say, last week was a flop. I think I did my food prep, ate my food prep. Now, I ate most of my food prep. However, it wasn't the way it was supposed to be eaten, because in addition to that, I had sherbet, I had candy, and we had pizza. So it was a flop, a complete flop, but that's okay. The fact that I am willing to keep doing this and continuing it until I actually become a pro at it says a lot. If I was saying, okay, forget about it, I'm not going to do it again, that's different. But I will say this, I got my water intake in, actually more than I actually had planned. But I think it's because of my diabetes. For some reason, in the evening and at bedtime, I am my most thirstiest, and I can drink like 3 or 4 bottles of water in an hour. And that's a good thing, but it's not a good thing, because one of the side effects of diabetes is thirst. But I want to be able to do that all throughout the day. But I did get my water in last week. That's probably the only positive thing that I did for my Fit by 50 last week, but we won't dwell on that. I'm not going to measure myself this week, only because of what happened last week. I will weigh in just so you guys can see what my weight is this week compared to last week. But without further ado, let's go ahead and put last week behind us. This is a brand new week, and I have faith in myself. I have faith that God will point me in the right direction, and I'll get this done, you guys. I will do this. Even if it's not perfect, I will do this. I'm going to do this. So, see you guys in a minute. Or See you guys at the kitchen table. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start off by chopping up all the vegetables I need to use for this week. Now, I have prep bowls that I'm going to use to put my meals in. But these little bowls that you get from a Chinese restaurant, they come in handy. They come with lids. They're reusable. You can put it in the dishwasher. You can put it in the microwave. So I'm just going to use these to separate whatever I cut up. So I'm going to be cutting up peppers, tomatoes, onions. And this week, I think I'm just going to use what I have left of a small red onion and use white onions, green onions, I'm sorry, because just to get stuff out of the kitchen. So first, I'm going to start by cutting up some tomatoes. And Amazon sent me this knife to review. It is a sharp knife, you guys. It's an all-purpose knife. You can use it as a utility knife or whatever. I'll put the link in below, but you guys can see that sucker is sharp. So, and I've got my trusty little bag here for easy cleanup. So I'm going to go ahead and be careful with this knife. Like I said, it's sharp because I've cut myself once. So I'm just going to chop up the tomatoes. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to heat up my grill here, my griddle, and that's how I'm going to cook my meat this week. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on and let that get warm, and then I'm going to spray some cooking spray on it. And I'm going to cook all my meat on this grill with the exception of the turkey for the peppers. I'm going to go ahead and put that on these in a skillet behind me. So let me get that started. Now I'll put some olive oil in that pan, and I'm waiting for that to warm up. So I've got one tomato done. Put that in one of the bowls. And then I'm going to do the onions. I'm just going to chop these up here. I like chunky food, so you can chop them up however you wish, whether you like them chunky or really, finely chopped. And I use the entire onion. I know it's on a lot of the cooking shows, they throw away the green part. I'm going to use all of it because all of it costs money. And it's all edible. The skillet should be nice and hot, ready for the turkey to go on it. And I'm going to put a few of these green onions in the turkey behind me. A small piece of red onion. I'm going to go ahead and cut that up. Okay, so I put the majority of the red onions in the turkey, which I'm using for the peppers. So I have that covered up turkey and it's cooking. Normally, or sometimes, not all the time, I like to cook my onions first, caramelize them and sweat them up, whatever. But these are going into stuffed bell peppers that are going into the stove. So it's a matter of preference. So the next thing I'm going to cut up is going to be some cilantro. This is going to go partially into some of my salad. And I'm going to also use some of the cilantro on my fish. Tilapia to be exact. Now I'm going to cut up some cabbage. And I have green and red cabbage this week. And this will make part of a salad, and this can go, as vegetables for lunch, So I'll use this for many purposes. Last week I shredded it. This week that's not going to happen. Now what I'm going to do is I have bought some of these vegetable protein, I call them protein packs, but they're protein blends that I'm going to add in the pepper. So for the stuffed peppers, I'm going to add the Italian style protein blends from Bird's Eye. And these have whole grains, lentils, spinach, broccoli, and white peas with a garlic parmesan sauce. I don't know if you guys even care about the dietary facts, but the ones that I care about are the carbs. And it says it's 1 cup is a serving, and there's 2 servings in a bag, and it's 45 grams of carbs, which is very high, but the protein is 12 and the fiber is 12, and you can research it. The higher the fiber content is, the lower the carb content is, because the carbs are lowered by a higher number of dietary fiber. If I can find that before I actually put this video up, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But I'm not concerned about there being 2 servings, because this will probably make 6 servings for all my peppers. So it'll dilute how many carbs, because that is a lot of carbs for a person with diabetes. So that's going to go in the pepper. So let me finish doing the cabbage real quickly here. So that's preheated. Now I can feel the heat coming from my meat here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a little bit of it. And I'm going to sprinkle the meat, all of it, with a little salt and pepper. And I'm going to put some cumin and turmeric on it. Okay, the meat seems to be cooking well. I'm going to go ahead and hit out these peppers. And all you really need to worry about is cutting out the middle vein and getting the seeds out. And I'm going to turn my meat over. I want to make sure it stays juicy and it doesn't get dry. The meat is starting to smell delicious. We'll hurry up and finish these peppers. And this is 6 peppers, which is going to be enough for the 3 of us. So it's going to be enough for 2 meals. And no, we won't have enough room for seconds. But that's the whole idea, right? And I'm only going to cut these up halfway. I'm not going to de-seed them. I'm just going to take the tops off. And I'm going to cut up about 10 of them, because these are going to be used as my snacks. I don't know if you guys saw in a previous video, and I'll show it again. Matter of fact, let me show it now. I found this hummus. It's called Lantana black bean hummus. Oh my God, it is so delicious. For those who are not used to spicy food, it is sweet and spicy, but it is delicious. So this will be part of my snack, and I'll just use the peppers to dip in the hummus. And I just stirred up my turkey. It's coming along quite well. The meat over here is doing quite well. So I'd say we are right on track. Okay, I got those rinsed. I said we're going to put those in baggies, but I think I might rethink putting those in baggies. The thing about me with sticking to my diet is convenience. I'm sorry, I'm a very busy grandma, business owner, wife, volunteer, whatever you want to say. But, or whatever you want to call it. I need to be able to just go in and get it. You know, if I have to continually prepare, I know that I'm going to fall off. I know that week's about myself. So what I think I might do is put those in a bowl with a tablespoon of hummus. That way I can just grab the whole bowl and it's done. I don't have to worry about going and opening the hummus and getting the tablespoon. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, the fish is coming apart, which is fine. I think what I'm going to do with the fish is make a couple fish tacos out of that. And then like I said, I was going to cut the chicken breast, slice it up anyway. So that's fine. Okay, so that's coming along well. Okay, so I've gotten some things cut up. So what I'm going to do is start a little preparation just to kind of help clear up my workspace here. The peppers are going to be 6 snacks. I've got 3 of these bowls here that I'm going to put these in. I got these from Walmart. So I'll put a link to these from Walmart. They're great value from storage containers, or you can get them from Amazon. I'll put a link to those as well. I'm just going to divide these into 6 little bowls here. didn't put that one. There we go. Okay. Now the serving size of this hummus is 2 tablespoons. I'm only going to put 1. And I have a feeling, I can almost tell you guys now, I'm going to have to go to the store to get some more because I'm just about out of that hummus. So yes, I'm going to have to get more because I'm 3 short. But as you can see, I have them in a small bowl. So when I want to go do my snack, I can just go in the fridge and just pull this out and everything's right there. So that's done. I just have to, again, buy some more hummus to go in that. And it doesn't, I mean, I like Sauber hummus too, so whatever hummus you like. You can actually make your own hummus, which I'll probably end up doing next week because I love the chickpeas. So the snacks are done. I'm going to put them to the side. And then I'm going to check my meat again and turn it over. The fish is probably almost done. This will be the last time I turn it over. So the next thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start on breakfast for the whole family. Now this is going to be fairly easy. Now for a little bit for breakfast, my granddaughter, I don't have to worry about preparing breakfast because she likes 1 of 3 things. Actually 4 things. She either likes waffles or pancakes. And normally what I'll do on Sunday, I'll make enough pancakes for a couple days in the week. But I didn't do pancakes today because we did them the day before yesterday. So she likes either pancakes, waffles, cereal, or oatmeal. And we have the packs of the instant oatmeal. But she has oatmeal, she has cereal, and she has waffles. So today I'm going to do breakfast for myself and breakfast for Papa. Now Papa's breakfast is going to be very simple. What I just did was, this morning we had bacon, fried potato hash browns for breakfast. And what I did was I crumbled up the rest of the bacon and the potatoes. I mixed it with some eggs and some salsa and some salt and pepper. And I put it in the oven, in a muffin pan, and I made egg muffin cups. So that's what he's going to have for breakfast. So there are 6 of them. And so his breakfast is going to be as simple as, and I don't know, I've tried and tried. Sometimes these things come out, I spray them with the cooking spray. Sometimes they'll come out perfect, sometimes they won't. But at any rate, most of that came out. There are 6 here. So after these, I don't have to worry about Papa's breakfast anymore. And normally what Papa will do is he'll put either some more salsa or some hot sauce on these after he pops in the microwave on one and have a cup of coffee and he's good to go. Next we're going to, let's go ahead and put this fish in a bowl so it doesn't get all dried out. Okay, so for my breakfast, I'm going to have a combination of oats and boiled eggs, so, and smoothies. Okay, so I'm going to do three things for breakfast for myself. I'm going to have a smoothie, I'm going to have an oatmeal cup, and I'm going to have boiled egg with zucchini and squash. So I already have some squash here cut up. So what I'm going to do real quick here, I'm going to cut up my ingredients for my smoothie. And that's going to be a banana. I'm just going to use 1 banana. So I'm going to put this in a baggie. So in the baggie, I'm going to put bananas, half of 1 banana. And then I'm going to put in almonds. I had walnuts last week. I'm going to do almonds this week. Okay, I put my turkey on low, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and add the rice to the turkey. And what I've done, I've taken out my portion of turkey because I'm going to have cauliflower rice, and my family's going to have brown rice. So I've added the brown rice into their mixture. So finishing up these smoothies, we have the bananas and the almonds in. And so next I'm going to add in a tablespoon of flaxseed into both of them. And then I'm going to add some chia seeds in both of them. You don't need a whole lot. I'm going to stuff the rest of the bag with, actually, then you add some berries. So I'm going to put as much spinach in the bag that will go in the bag. I'm sorry the camera cut off. I'm not sure where we left off, but I hope you were able to get that. If not, I will do a voiceover. So when I grab these bags out of the freezer, all I'll need to do is add 3/4 of a cup or desired if you want a little bit more to the blender. Put this in the blender and just blend it. I have a Blendtec, and it has a smoothie setting, and it'll go for 60 seconds. So there we have 2 of my breakfasts of my 6 days. My 3rd and 4th day is going to be very simple. It's going to consist of boiled eggs and cauliflower. I mean, not cauliflower, and squash. So what I'm going to do is, I have already have some boiled eggs here. And you can eat boiled eggs hot or cold. And because I'm going to be adding my squash in here, I'm going to eat them hot. So that way I can just put the microwave on 1 and throw my boiled egg in with that. And the good thing about this is, you know, this may seem like it's a lot. And if it's not for you, no, I'm trying to have a lower calorie intake. If this is not enough for you, just remember, you can eat as many low glycemic vegetables as you'd like. So if I want to go back in there and grab some more squash or zucchini or some more spinach or a salad, I can do that, and it'll be perfectly fine. Now let me turn my meat over here. It's almost ready. I already have one made. This is bananas along with oats, flaxseed, chia seeds, and a few berries. So I'm going to show you how I made that. I'm going to cut half a banana. It's going to work out to about a half a cup of oats. And I'm going to put my bananas in here. We're going to put some berries. Put some flaxseed and chia seeds. So, when I go to put this in the microwave, I can just put in some soy milk or some almond milk, microwave it on 1, and it's done. So there's all my breakfast for the week, folks. Fast and simple. So we're done with breakfast for everybody, right? So the next thing that we're going to work on is our next snack, since I have the eggs here. And I'm just going to peel about 6 eggs, because the snacks that I'm going to have is going to be boiled eggs with a couple slices of green apple. So we need 6 afternoon snacks. We already got our morning snacks, the peppers and the hummus. So this 2 oranges and 1 banana is for a total of 3 days. The apples with the boiled eggs is going to be the other. So I'm going to take 2 apples and I'm going to slice them and core them out. So I'm just going to put an egg in each of the bowls and then fill them up with a division of the apples. It's as simple as that, folks. So there we've got all the snacks, afternoon and AM and PM snacks for the week. Lunch for me is going to be salads. They're easy and they're convenient. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a big bowl of salad and I'm going to divvy it up. So I brought my cabbage back out. And let me just slice up my cucumber here real quick. And then also going back to the snacks, if the snacks are not enough for you, if you feel like you're hungry or you want something to eat on before you reach for something sweet or high in carbs and calories, cucumbers are made up of mostly water. They're one of those vegetables that you can eat, never eat too much of. So keep cucumbers. I love cucumbers. You know, I probably shouldn't put salt on them, but I put salt on them, so hey. So I'm going to just, again, like my stuff chunky, so I'm going to just leave the cucumbers like that. I went ahead and added some black beans to my turkey and rice back there. But if you're doing everything properly, people say, well, it costs a lot. It does up front. But think about it this way, and I've come to think about this with all the health issues that I have. When you consider how much, let's say you're diabetic like myself. So I've stopped taking the Invokana because they have lawsuits against them, and they're prone to amputation, and the insurance company is no longer covering it. But my Invokana was anywhere between $50 and $100 a month, right? Per month. Then you take the cholesterol medicine, which you can get a generic version for about 15 bucks, and I almost cut myself that knife is sharp. So there you go, another, let's say, $115 a month. Then my insulin costs 50 bucks a month. So what I'm saying is, if you add all that up, the medications you get, the doctor visits or the ER visits that you have to make on a yearly basis because you are sick, I'd rather be spending my money on food and remedies that are going to keep me healthy than going back and forth, because not only do you have to pay your copay, you have your regular doctor copay, and then your copay is higher for a specialty doctor, which my diabetes and my heart doctors are, and then some of it insurance won't cover, so then you get a bill at the end of the month for the services the insurance didn't cover, and it's just ridiculous. So that is one of the many reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, okay, so I added, I'm going to add some cabbage, and I'm going to make this a little bit finer here. And I can tell I'm going to have to freeze some of this cabbage, which is fine. And then I got this baby romaine fresh greens, and I'm going to just add some of that in there. I had my curtain wide open. The neighbor's dogs are looking over at me. I don't know how they can see me from that far, but it looks like they're looking right at me. Okay, so I'm going to add that in there. Talk about super greens. I'm going to add the rest of that spinach so there's no more of that laying around. And I'm just going to kind of mix that up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a balsamic type olive oil vinegar in a separate container, just so it doesn't make the so that the salad will last a little bit longer. So I'm going to put those in a bowl. And I'm sorry, folks, I didn't show myself making the salad dressing, but it's just olive oil, vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic, and maybe some oregano. That's basically it. Again, these Chinese takeout bowls are excellent. So I'm just going to take a handful and just stuff it in there. And I'm going to try to get 6 salads out of this, you guys. So there you go. I got 6 salads. Okay, there you have it. The lunches for the week. Okay, so now I'm preparing the dinners. So what I've done is I made some ground turkey, 98% lean. I mixed it with some leftover brown rice and also a protein, what I call a protein pack. That has quinoa, broccoli, all kinds of stuff in it. Again, I'll put the link in the description box below. And I took me out some to make my peppers because I don't want to eat rice. I'm going to eat the cauliflower rice. So what I'm going to do is I have these peppers on parchment paper. And I'm going to stuff them with the mixture. And please excuse my mess, you guys. When you have a small space, you work with what you got. And I would advise to try to get as much of the product in the pepper as possible. Okay, so as messy as this looks, I've gotten 6 peppers on the baking sheet. So I already have the stove on, so I'm going to bake these for about 25 minutes on 350. That's dinner for the whole family for 2 nights. Okay, so we've got 4 more nights, right? So I'm going to first make me dinner for 2 nights, which is going to consist of this fish and the rest of this. No, I'm not going to do that. Which is going to consist of this fish and tortillas. So, folks, this is why you prepare and plan. So you're not like me looking like a deer with its eyes caught in headlights. So it's very important that you do prepare ahead of time, especially if you're going to do a video. I'm going to put 2 bowls here. I'm going to just kind of slice the fish up, not too much, just so it can make enough for 2. I made some black beans in the slow cooker, so I'm going to use these beans. So, putting beans in the bottom of the bowl, about 2 full heaping teaspoons of black beans, and I'm going to. Who are they barking at? Do I need to be alarmed? I see no one. And that's unlike them to be barking at someone. Okay, I'm going to put the fish in, separate those between the 2 meals. Who are they barking at, people? Okay, and then with that, I am going to put some of the green onion that I cut up on top of the beans. You guys can see it there. I'm not going to use it all because I might use some for another. And I'm going to put some cilantro on top. And then I'm going to take the tomatoes that I cut up and I'm going to put those in. I'm allowed to have corn on the Pegan 65. But I am only going to do a little bit of corn. I like my food spicy, so I'm going to put some salsa on the fish. And these are whole wheat tortillas, and I'm going to put them in a baggie just so they don't get mixed with the other food. But I'm going to put it all in the same container. See, it's as easy as that. Make up for 2 more meals, and that's it for me. And then I have to do my husband's and my granddaughter's dinner, and then that's it. So I'm going to utilize this mixture. I mean, no use to making it go to waste, right? So in the first pocket, I'm going to put 2 tortillas, some mixture, and because this already has turkey in it, I'm not going to put any meat in it. But in this third slot, I am going to put some broccoli, because you do need those vegetables, even though there's some in the mixture. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love broccoli. So there's broccoli in 1. Now I need 4 more meals for Papa and Little Bit. So, to make it very simple, I'm going to take out some more meal prep dishes, but they're going to have chicken tacos. So I'm going to take 1 piece of this chicken breast and cut it up. It didn't dry out, so that's a good thing. And that's a good thing because, you know, it's going to dry up a little bit when you put it in the microwave, so you definitely don't want the chicken to be dry. Okay, so we're going to split these up into 2 bowls here. And I'm going to put it in one of the smaller ones because the top one, actually I'm going to put it in the taller one. They're going to have tortillas. These are going to be chicken tacos. So, and then I'm going to put the bean mixture in one. And then I'm going to put the green onions over Papa's. A little bit doesn't like them that well. And then I'm going to put corn. And then I'm just going to, a little bit's going to probably only eat one. But just in case she wants extras, I will put two. And I'm not going to even bother putting those in the baggies. I'll just put them over the chicken. Almost done, guys, I promise. A little bit has been waiting so patiently. Okay, so we need dinner for them for 2 more nights. So what are we going to do? So what do you do when you have chicken? You make teriyaki chicken. A chicken thigh in one, the chicken breast in the other. And we're going to pour a little teriyaki sauce on it. We have some of these beans left, folks. We're not wasting food, right? So they're going to have black beans again. And we're going to put broccoli as the vegetable. So teriyaki, chicken, black beans, and broccoli. Now you're probably thinking, are you going to subject them to more black beans and more chicken? No, I am not. The chicken and the black beans will go for if they want some extra food. So what I am going to do, a little bit and Papa likes, they like hot dogs and baked beans. Don't ask me why, but they do. So their last meal is going to be hot dogs, baked beans, and a vegetable. So I'm going to put 2 hot dogs there. The rest can go in a baggie. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is a lot of hard work. And shout out to those meal prep people who do it flawlessly. Because as you can see this mess, there's nothing flawless about this. But I'm getting it done. And I was going to do broccoli, but I like these. We all like these edamame steam bags with sea salt. So I'm just going to put some of those in here. Okay, so I'm going to put beans in here on the side of the hot dogs. And again, this is for my husband and my granddaughter because they love this so much. She just blew me a kiss. Imagine they, and you're probably thinking, oh yeah, beans again, but they're sweet beans. And I imagine that's probably why they like them. Yeah, she says they're her favorite. So we got that, and I'm going to get some whole grain bread for the hot dogs. Mainly because it's hard to find whole grain hot dog buns. And when you do find them, they cost an arm and a leg. Like if you go to Harris Teeter or Lowe's or Earth Fare or what's the other one? Whole Foods. That's what it is, Whole Foods. And it costs an arm and a leg. So this is a Nature's Own 100% whole grain bread. It's good. It's good for you. So we're okay with that. Okay, folks, here you have it. This is all of my meal prep. This side is for Papa and Lil Bit, my husband and my granddaughter. And you probably can't see this on the video here, so I will do pictures of it, a panoramic view of it for the video. But this is meal prep for 6 days. Remember I said on Saturdays are our cheat days and usually the days that we eat takeout, fast food, or we go to a restaurant. So there you have it. It is approximately 4:37, and I think that took about 2 hours. So 2 hours on a Sunday night, as opposed to cooking every single night, trying to prepare things when you have a busy life like I do. I'll take this any day. So I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, watch the rest of the video for my check-in, my weekly, watch the rest of the video for my weekly weigh-in. I'm not going to do my measurements. I'm just going to do my weigh-in. And I did want to say, give a disclaimer, I forgot to put the cherry tomatoes in the salad, so I went ahead and did that. The rest of the onions, I had some mushrooms sitting out, but I think I'll save those for Papa in case he gets extra hungry. He can add those to his egg muffins. And then also, I forgot to cut up the avocados for the avocado toast. So on those mornings where I feel like I'm not getting enough, I will have some whole grain toast with some avocado on top of it, which is pretty good. And remember, start off your day with 2 teaspoons of Bragg's vinegar, which is this stuff right here. It's really awful. I tried drinking it straight. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. But they tell you not to do that because it could harm your teeth. So they recommend that you put it in warm water. And I tried that. That's the best way to get it down. But I've seen some videos on YouTube where people put cacao powder and other kinds of things in it to get it down. Look, I'm not trying to do all that stuff. I want it down because this is not the most pleasant tasting stuff there is. It is awful, and the smell hits you before the taste does. So whatever way can help you get this down, maybe put in some hot water with your lemon. That way you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then also I will be doing, and I have been doing this oolong tea. It works well. I'll be drinking teas, a lot of teas. I'm going to be doing an Amazon haul, like I said, and I'm going to be ordering some teas. I love coffee to death, and I cannot completely give it up. But it messes his sister up. So I'll probably just be having coffee on the weekends. But I'll be having 2 cups of oolong tea on the weekdays, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. So there you have it, folks. This is my regimen. And if I think of anything else before I actually produce this video, I'll put it up here somewhere. You know, you guys know how it works. So thank you for joining me in this week's update and Fit by 50 food prep video. And if you have any questions or you want to see anything in these videos, please put them down in the comments description below. Please put the requests or the questions or the comments in the description box below, and I will answer everyone, whether it be a video or just answering in the comments box. And I also want to let you guys know that starting this month of January, I will be doing a Fit by 50 newsletter that will come out on the last day of each month. So January's newsletter will come out on the 31st. So look for that. That'll have a lot of, it'll have my videos, of course, a lot of things that I found, some links to some very valuable resources. As I stated before, I will be taking probiotics and vitamin B super complex, as well as turmeric and some other supplements. And I'll put the links to those in the description box below. But I'll also, it'll be, the newsletter will be chock full of helpful information that you can use, that I hope you can use. But, you know, again, disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I'm just about to be 50 years old, and I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of a lot of things, of having diabetes, of having heart disease, of having high cholesterol, of being overweight, of being doctors calling me obese, of going to my doctor, which my diabetes doctor, can't think of the name offhand, what they call them. Oh my God, I can't believe that escapes me. But I just let him go because I feel that he wasn't really caring about what I needed or hearing my concerns. the last time I went to him, he made this snide comment about, no, not the last time, the time before the last time, he put me on a generic insulin from Walmart because, you guys, this stuff is expensive. And so I asked him for a generic version because what they'll do is the first thing they'll give you is the most expensive item. So I asked for a generic version, and he really didn't have one, but Walmart does have a generic version of the insulin. And folks, I'm going to tell you, if you can't afford insulin, then I would suggest it. But if you can afford it and your insurance covers it, don't do it. Or at least I didn't, because what happened when I took it for a week and a half. And in that week and a half, I gained nearly 30 pounds. It was really noticeable. I mean, I was swollen everywhere. So when I went back to him and told him that we have to try another avenue because, the purpose, of me taking the insulin is to control my diabetes, and losing weight is going to sufficiently help me with my diabetes. Keeping the weight on is just keeping me coming back to you, to the insurance company, and taking this insulin that's doing me no good, and it's probably going to land me in the hospital in no time flat. So his comment to me was, well, you need to lay off these juices and sodas. Okay, I'm about to get real sister girl on y'all. First of all, I don't drink juice unless it's orange juice, and I've only started drinking it recently because I had bronchitis. Second of all, I don't drink soda. We don't have soda in our house. Every now and then, you might see me drink a ginger ale every now and then. And every now and then, I may when we go out to eat. But we don't have that stuff in our house. And when I told him that, he ignored what I said. Yeah, sweets and sugars and all that will do it to you. And I just wanted to slap him in his face. I'm just going to be real. I wanted to slap him in his face because, one, you insulted me. Because, two, you didn't even ask me what could I be eating that could be causing this, or what I could be doing. Maybe it was that time of the month. Maybe there's radon in my house. You didn't even check or ask the qualifying questions to find out. And two, when I told you that I don't do those things that you just accused me of, you talked over me and kept accusing me of doing things that I'm not doing. So I had to let him go. His nurse called me Friday after I fired him and thought she was going to intimidate me. And I matter-of-factly, she goes, yeah, we got the notice that you no longer want to see your doctor anymore. I'm like, yes, okay. Well, I just want you to know I got that message. Well, thank you for calling. That was very considerate of you, considering when I make other requests concerning my health, you don't get back to me, at least not that fast. But no, you're not going to intimidate me. And I think anyone out there, if your doctor is not listening to what you're saying, you know your body. I've had diabetes since 2005. So I pretty much can say I'm an expert on my body, on what affects it, when it affects it, how it affects it, what works and what doesn't work, okay? You're a doctor. You see tons of patients. One, you're in for the money. Now, I'm not going to say there are not some doctors out there that cares, but this particular doctor, in my opinion, didn't really care about me. He cared about my co-payment and my insurance filing. So you as a patient have the right to ask questions about your health to your doctor. And if that doctor is not supplying your needs, not answering your questions, or trying to find out the answers if he or she does not know, you have the right to fire them and find someone else that is suitable for the job. So that's what I did. So I fired that doctor. I am in search for another one, but in the meantime, I know my body, so I'm working with what I think is going to work with me best. And how do I know it's going to work? I'm not 100% positive it's going to work. However, some of these methods that I've tried, that I'm trying now, that I've tried before, have helped greatly. But I spoke about this in a previous video. Sometimes you sabotage yourself. When the weight comes off, you start to look good, you start to feel good, you start to go back to the same old things that you did before. And what do? You sabotage yourself and you end up back in the same predicament. Like I said, I'm going to be 50 next year. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired and being sick and tired of being sick and tired. So, if I don't start to do something, what? Am I going to lay down and die? No, I'm not going to lay down and die. I'm going to find something till I find something that's going to work for me. And I hope you guys can come along. Again, I am not a doctor, so this is not a medical professional advice that I'm giving to you. I'm showing you what I'm trying and what works for me. If something doesn't work for me, I'm going to throw it out of my program. If it works, it's going to stay. And I'm going to try new things that I think that I can add that may. And you, at your own discretion, can decide, just like when you go onto the internet and you search something. Decide whether you're going to do it or not. It's really up to you. I just hope that in some way I can help someone enrich their life. Maybe you don't have diabetes. Maybe you just want to learn more about meal prep. Well, hopefully I can help you with that. Maybe you want to learn that ramen noodles are not good for you because they're made of wax. And I think that I knew that before, but I forgot it and put it in the back of my head because, oh my God, who does not love a bowl of ramen noodles? But shout out to my girl, Lisa Gabrielle, who is she is a doctor, trying to show people how to use, what's the word I'm looking for? Holistic ways and natural ways to heal illnesses and prevent illnesses. So shout out to you, Alyssa Gabrielle. Thank you for that. I just hope I'm helping someone in some kind of way. If I can just help myself and one other person, two other people, the Prel commercial, you tell one friend and so on and so on and so on, and help a lot of people. This is my lane right here. Other people have women's rights, they have politics, they have, religion, they have other things that they want to fight for, and I don't down any of that. So don't, say, well, she doesn't care about this. That's not true. This right here at this particular moment is passionate to me because I'm trying to stay alive. I have a 7-year-old granddaughter that I am raising. I have been raising her since she was 3. She's a very active 7-year-old, and she's going to get more active as she gets older. I want to be there to go to the games and be that crazy grandma that screams, "That's my baby, that's my honey," and just cheer her on and go to her championships and her tryouts. I want to be that one. I want to be the one to see her graduate high school and be at her graduation acting a plum fool. See her go to college and be there so I can act a plum fool. Her getting her career, go work whatever she wants to do, and then get married and have that one kid and that one dog. So I can be cheering her on and saying, "That's my baby." This is why I'm doing that. This is, there's a selfish reason why I'm doing that. But in that selfish reason, I want to help someone else. So I've babbled enough. After this, shortly, you'll see my weigh-in. You'll see better pictures of what the food looks like and anything that I may have missed. And I will talk to you guys next Sunday. I may do it on Saturday, depending on what we have going on. So either Saturday or Sunday. It doesn't matter. I'm going to post it on Sunday. So I'll see you next Sunday, regardless of when I post it. And hopefully I'll have some new things. And go ahead and email me at Yolanda M, is it Mary, Michelle actually, Johnson-Bryant.com, and let me know if you want to sign up for my newsletter. I'll put a link on the website as well, and then the newsletter will go out the last day of the month, and you can start subscribing to it that way as well. But I also put it on my social media, so I'm going to really put that out there so people will know that it's out there. So hopefully I've been a help to someone. I hope you guys have a great week. Start off your week with positivity. Start cleaning house. Not just start cleaning your regular house. Start cleaning your house on your social media. If it doesn't add positivity or it doesn't fill the cup of your life, get rid of it. Get rid of those people who are around just to see if you do bad or good. They want to be there if you do bad to talk about you. And if you're good, oh, that's my buddy. Get rid of those people. If you have to stand by yourself, get rid of those people. And my husband will tell you, I am an introvert. I can get along with people. I can be out there and be outgoing. But if you're not adding positivity to my life, I'm not going to even deal with you. Don't be afraid to say no this week. You have to say no sometimes to get done what you need to get done, to replenish yourself. Saying yes to people all the time, I guarantee you, will kill you. Stress has been one of my biggest factors. It's how I got all these illnesses piled upon me, on top of some of them being hereditary, but they were really early onset because of stress. I've always lived a stress-free life, but as I've gotten in my late 40s, I don't have a problem saying no. And I don't have to say no with an explanation, and neither do you. If you don't want to do something, say no and just keep it moving. And if a person wants to disown you, not talk to you or whatever because you, bye. Those are one of those people you need to get rid of. You hear it said by several many people who give us inspiration. Some people are in your lifetime for a reason and a season, and some are for a lifetime. The people that are in your life that get mad at you, whatever, they're for a season. They serve their purpose. It's time to, it's time to recycle those people. Start with your mindset. Think positive things. Block out the negative things. That includes the things that you watch on TV, the music you let come into your system, the books that you read. Do affirmations. I do affirmations all the time for me personally. And I'll start setting some of those up for the newsletter and for the website. But just think about positive. And on top of all that, keep God first, because all that positivity and all kumbaya and all that stuff, that's not going to work if you don't have God in your life. If you're not seeking favor and help, I won't say favor because I don't like that word. If you don't seek help in His guidance, nothing you do is going to last. You might get something for a minute, but it's going to fall apart. So always put God first. Ask God first. Is this something that I should be doing? Or show me the people that are in my life that should not be in my life. Show me what I should be reading. Show me what I should be watching. Show me what verses I should be studying in your word every day or every week, depending on how often you read your Bible. Should I be going to this church? Should I not be going to this church? Ask God for everything in your life and see how much things will improve. So again, for the second time, I'm done babbling. I hope you guys have a great 4P kind of week. And 4P comes from my That Literary Lady persona, and it stands for positivity, prosperity, I can't even think of my own 4Ps. Positivity, prosperous, positive, prosperous, progressive. Oh my God, you guys. I haven't used it in so long. I'll put it up somewhere so you guys can see it. But have a 4P kind of week, and I'll see you next week. Talk to you later.
Hey folks, sorry about that. I got to babbling so much that I forgot to post my weigh-in. My weigh-in for this week was 180.6, which means I gained 1 pound. But that's okay because I'm going to chalk it up to the clothes I was wearing. So I will see you all next week.